Good morning, guys. Today is December 23rd, 2020, and I've got something in this box that's very interesting. I'm going to replace my fenders with steel fenders, front and back. I don't have the liners to go with these fender flares, but I'm gonna put them on without liners for right now. And I only want to have liners on the front. The back I don't need it, but I'm going to get a tool and cut the fender liners off of these old fenders, and hopefully within a week or so I'll get them reinstalled with liners. But for now I'm just going to put them on without liners. These are Barricade fenders, Barricade flat fenders. Yeah, they're made in China. I'm sorry, about all I could afford. So anyway, let me turn this off and get the camera set up on the tripod, and I'll open up this box and show you what I got. Okay. Okay. Got a decent view so far. Let me move this a little closer. Pan down a little bit. Okay. Pretty well packed from what I can see so far. Where's my knife? Okay. Instruction manual. Okay. Instruction paper. All the padding and all the hardware. Spacers and rib nuts. This thing's out of the box. Looking good so far. Here's one of the front fenders. Let's see if I can fix this camera to where I can see what I'm filming. Inside of one of the front fenders, this would be the passenger side, I think. Yeah, passenger side. The other driver's side, front. As sturdy as these things are, I think I will be able to stand on them to access my roof rack. Because this is one of the rear fenders. And God, it is solid. I'll be able to stand because I'm only 150 pounds, soaking freaking wet. Let me take the camera off the tripod and I'll show you the welds. Actually, they're just tack welds, but they're like every 2 inches all along. Kind of wish they were like a ½ inch long each, but I think they'll be strong enough. Let me set the other fenders up so I can show you. The first one we looked at, I do wish the welds were a little bit longer. Well, the one on the ends are about a ½ inch long, maybe. Well, that was about 1 inch. Good deal. There is a little lip all the way around on the outward edge. Let's see if I can't lay one of these down. There's a little bit of a lip right here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with these. These were, I think, $3.19 shipped. Somewhere in that area. It's at least 300, but I know it was less than 350. Okay, let me put this back on the tripod. I'm going to come back to you and we will start taking the fenders off. Okay. I did raise the, put a jack underneath the frame on the left hand side to give me a little bit more working room inside the wheel well. It gave me about 2 inches more. So there's some 10 millimeter bolts that need to be removed, as well as some plastic rivet things. I actually went and bought, well, I didn't go, I had Amazon ship it to me. Let me give you a quick peek of what I bought. This thing was like, I think it was $25. bunch of different plastic pry tools, a handy little plier type rivet removal tool, and some other removal tools. Let me get this back on here. Okay, I'm going to take all the 10 millimeter bolts out first, and then I'll get to using the other parts. There's one up front. Kind of wish I had a little power ratchet, but I don't want to spend the money, so. There's one. Just little 10 millimeter bolts. Two. There's three. The one I'm removing now is connected to the arm that sticks out from the frame on the Jeep. And I thought it was going to be a different size, but no, it's a 10 millimeter. There's four. One of them over here is hidden inside this little hole. Come on, sit on there. There we go. There's five, and I think there's one more, but I gotta find it. Oh, I hate having macular degeneration. Can't see very well. Well, I'll have to wait and see if there's one more or not. Let me get my plastic pry tool, pry the fender, and we'll see. But first I want to remove the brake light, the side marker light. Having to try to work blind because I can't see this thing. There we go. Where's the tab? If anybody knows of an option to get a different side marker light, something that'll hang down from the fender maybe an inch, put it in the description for me, because as far as I know, I'm going to have to run without the front side marker until I find a solution. Come on, come off of there. Thing should just slide right off. There it goes. Okay. Okay, there's a plastic tab right up here. And naturally I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Let that hang for now. Let me get the other plastic fry tool. Okay. Supposed to be able to just pop these things off. A couple of mine are already missing. Okay, the front one's off. These little things right here, you want to remove them. Chances are good that they're going to break whenever you take them off, so bear that in mind. It's the first time I've had my fender off. Let me give you a better view of what's inside there. I haven't seen it myself yet, so. This little arm is the one where it was bolted to the frame. You know, that really doesn't seem necessary, but I'm pretty sure it's tack welded on. And I don't think there's a bolt that goes through here into this flat fender. So that might just be sitting there for decoration, I guess. But we'll find out. And this is my 10-year-old Jeep. I've only actually had it for 5, but I definitely want to get the front liners installed because I don't want all that stuff exposed to the trail. So I probably, if I can't trim this thing out and reinstall this part of the fender, I will buy fender liners. But I'm only going to buy them for the front. So, and actually before I install these, I think I'm gonna clean up as much of this as I can, respray this with Rust-Oleum. My suspension is a 2.5 inch Old Man Emu. I do have quick disconnects, and I'm ashamed to say I've never disconnected them. I'd be shot for that, but oh well. Anyway, let me go get some type of cleaners to clean up this inside a little bit, and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned up the Jeep a little bit, not really super good, but I'm going to attach the weather stripping to the fender, the parts that will touch the Jeep. Okay, let me find out exactly how many of those pieces of wood stripping foam protective crap I have. Better be at least 4. There's 2, 4. And I have that much left over from the first one. I wonder if I ought to put some right here too. Yeah, I'm gone. I appreciate you guys watching. I know this part is boring. It's boring for me too. Good enough. I want to find out where all the holes are. So I can clean these things up. Thought I'd put something right there. I think I will, because I've got the extra material. This part right here might not be necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to clean out these holes. Surprised there's not one right there. Nope, there's not. There should have been one right there too, I think. Even if I had to do a rib nut, that would be fine. Okay. There's only one of those. Why is there only one? The spacers for the front. There's a long one and a short one for the front. and get something to put those nuts and bolts in so they don't roll all over the place. Okay. I opened the bag of bolts. I got two long. That's going to correspond with that one. Two mid-size that will correspond with this one. Let's see if I'm getting this in the frame. And let's see. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 of this size. And there better be 12 nylon nuts here too. There's 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. So I got 12 of those and four of these, so that's 16. Okay. I hope there's enough lock washers, regular washers there. Give them a count. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31. I know I had them miscounted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23, 26, 28, 31. I'm missing one. Oh well, I know I have more in my bag of, in my nuts bolts bag. Okay, I don't need the rib nuts until I get to the rear fenders. And I bought a special tool to install these because I'm not seeing anything to install these. Unless that's what this is for. And I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, I bought a special tool. The same time I bought the kit for the to remove the fenders with. Okay, we grab 2 of these and 2 washers. And it didn't even come with the Allen key, so I'm glad I have Allen keys in my toolbox. Let me lower this tripod and turn it around to the Jeep. And I'll come right back when I got it done. Okay, I'm back. This fender has a little notch. Oh, I didn't carve the notch out. Let me do that right quick. Okay, the fenders have a little notch cut out right here. Am I getting that? Cut out right here that goes over the frame thing. I'm going to get 2 bolts in there to hold it in place. It's a little bit of a tight fit in here, so you're gonna have to feel around with your finger and get the washer on the bolt, and then get the nut on the bolt. Come on, thread for me. Oh, the washer slipped off. Okay, back that out a little. See if I can't get this. I'm glad I elevated the front end a little bit. Come on. The washer slipped off again. And I dropped it, but I found it. Maybe I can get this one easier. Oh, I'm gonna try to get this one first. Come on. God, this is boring, I know. Come on, man. Oh, the washer slipped off again. Okay, this is boring as hell for y'all, so I'm gonna stop the video, and I'm gonna get 2 or 3 of these things lined up and the threads started for you. I will need to go get my 13mm wrench because the socket I got's not gonna work. I'll be back. Okay. What a chore. 2 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I put on were simple. The other 3 were a chore. Trying to balance that nut on the tip of your finger and stick it in between the body parts, and then hold the fender up with your head and try to thread that thing. Oh God. So anyway, I'm going to tighten down the front one just to snug. It would make it easier if I had a extended 5mm, but I don't. 5mm Allen. So find out where that bolt is right here. I'm trying to work blind. Okay. Come on. I might go ahead and just go up and get a extended 5mm so I can use the ratchet. Move this up a little bit so I can get a better grip on the bolts without hitting the tripod with my foot. I wish I could extend a wrench. I hate using Allen wrenches. With a passion, I hate using Allen wrenches. God damn it. Excuse my French. This is frustrating when you can't see what you're freaking doing. I'll be back. Okay. I had to go get a wrench. A 5mm Allen. It was just too frustrating with the there we go. It was too frustrating using just a Allen wrench trying to tighten these things down. So what I've done, I have gone and gotten one for a socket. So I can make this a little bit easier. We'll have to stop for lunch. I didn't think this was going to take quite as long as it has. That was the rest of the tools. Oh well, at least I found the washer that I had lost earlier. I see it on the ground over there right now. So I went and got a little set of metric Allen wrenches for a 3/8 drive socket. It's like 14 bucks, something like that. Okay, where was I? On the frickin' bolt. If it's on there or not. Do it. Okay, there is one more that I have to do before I have to drill those two, and it's the one you see right here. So, and that one I can get a box end on it. Okay. And I forgot to get that part. Just looking so far, I can tell these things are pretty strong. And I won't need to stand on the front one, but I will need to stand on the one that's in the back. So what I think I'm going to do is take a break for lunch, and I'm coming back. I'll be right back. Okay. What I did off camera was I drilled the holes for the last two bolts on the fender, top and bottom. I taped up the area, spray painted the area with some black Rust-Oleum, and I am ready to put the last two bolts in there. Let's do it. 13 millimeter wrench, 5 millimeter Allen. Sorry about the traffic noise. People like to use my street for a expressway. I so wish they'd put speed humps in. There we go. Okay, one more final tighten on this bolt. Guess I shouldn't have done that like that. Okay. All 6 bolts are tight. What I have left to do, which I can't do right now because I don't have any kind of a light that I can put on. I'm looking for a light that will fit between here for my turn signal, either there or some other places less likely to get hit by the tire if it extends all the way. So maybe even up here, right on the inside of the fender, for my marker light for the side. I've got the wire just taped up there right now, or zip tied up there right now, but I want to look for something. Don't know if I want to do it here. It'd probably be better to do it up here, right on the tip, because that's not very likely to get hit by the tire. Anybody has a solution for me, let me know. Within the next couple of weeks, I want to get that taken care of. But for now, I'll just zip tie this wire up here and get it out of the way of the tire. And the front fender is done. Except for the inner liner. I still need to find something for an inner liner. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to cut down the old liner away from the fender itself and just use the inner liner, or if I might just buy something. But I definitely want to put something in there to protect. But I don't plan on doing any wheeling or any beach driving until probably end of January. So I've got some time to cut that fender out and get it fairly good, and or get myself a aluminum fender liner. But just the front. I'm not going to do the back. Okay. Let me put this back on my tripod and get my tools ready for the back fender, and I'll come right back. Okay, well, I forgot to turn the camera back on, so it came off pretty easily. 3 or 4 minutes and it was off. I'm not going to use the fender flare here. I'm going to just do fenders on the back. I'm not going to do any kind of flare liners or anything. There's a nice painted blue surface in there that I can clean up. It just was held on by like about 4 or 5 of these little clips. And I still need to take that out. And then clips along the rail right here that I still need to take off. Clean this area up pretty well. Okay, I'm going to do that and I'll come back to you. Okay guys, I'm ready to put the back fender on. I cleaned up the area already. I put the foam gasket on, but I didn't have enough to cover the parts that I think will touch the Jeep, so I put a little painter's tape there, and I think that'll do it. I've got 2 strips of foam left, but I still got the other side of the Jeep to do, so okay. Get the 2 bolts in the center. In there. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten them down to where they're pretty snug, so I can line the other holes up that I need to expand to get the rib nuts in there. Yeah, I'm not going to make them as tight as they should be for when it's done, but I do want to get them tight so they'll sit there in the right place. Because I've got to mark the holes that I need to expand to put rib nuts in. Okay, if you decide to use a power tool, my experience with power tools, especially using a nylon nut, the faster the nut spins through that nylon, it's going to heat it up and melt it to the bolt. So make sure you're ready to leave it in place if you're going to use a power tool, because it will heat up the nylon and it'll be a bitch to get off. So that's why I'm not using power. Okay, I've got these top 2 bolts in there already. Let me take this off the tripod. Okay, where are they? These 2 bolts are in there already. They're not really tight, but I still need to mark the holes where I need to expand. There's two on the back side and 3 on the front side. The ones on the front side, they're not flat like that. They kind of, it bevels out a little bit. And on the Jeep it bevels out too. So whenever you're doing your drilling to expand those holes, make sure that you take that into consideration, and you'll be able to tell that so you drill straight through the metal instead of at an angle, because that'll make a big difference. And the last 2 holes right down here, it came with self-tapping screws. I will drill a little hole in there just to give them a better chance to go through without any damage to the screws, so it'll hold tight. But that being said, I don't think that I'm going to use an inner liner on the back, because I think it looks good just like that. But I need to mark those holes, and I'll come right back. I'm probably going to go ahead and drill the holes too, and then I'll come back and put the nut certs in. Alright, be back. Okay guys, I had to go to the store and grab a different drill bit because I didn't have the exact one. But I've already installed 1 rivet nut. Now I got 4 more. All you gotta do and it's in there. Pretty neat little tool. For those of y'all that have never used one of these, this was my first time also. There's a nut on the end. Screw the rivet nut on until it's tight. Stick that thing in the hole. And that's all you gotta do. Then unscrew it. It works on the same principle as a rivet gun, except for it's using a bolt and it doesn't pop out the end. The kit actually comes with a thing to put rivet nuts in, but God, this is so much easier I think I paid $45 for this thing on Amazon. Well worth it. It gets the rib nuts in there a lot better. And that's all there is to it. There's 5 on each side for the for my model. Okay, let me get the fender back out here and the bolts, and I will be right with you. Okay, I've got all my bolts lined up, ready to go. Mount the fender in the center holes first, the ones where I can reach the back side. And there's only 2 of those. So put the washer and the nut loosely on just to hold it in place. Okay. Need to get a different Allen. Hang on. Okay, the bolts that go into the rib nuts have an Allen head that's 4 millimeters. All the other ones have 5. The bigger ones are 5 millimeter. But the ones for the rib nut are 4. Let me move this thing a little bit. Back to the 5 for the ones in the center. 13mm nut on the back and 5mm Allen heads on the front. Okay. They say don't tighten these too tight because you'll spin the rivet head. Okay. A brief show what they look like. Oh, there's 2 more screws I need to put in, but I think I'm going to do that later. There's 2 little screws down here. They're self-tapping screws, and they're pretty small. I'm not sure how big that is. Let me find out. Well, it's too small for a 7mm and too big for a 6, so I'm going to say it's an SAE. Let me figure out what size it is and I'll come back to you. Okay, the screws that came in my kit are 1/4 inch. The head on them is a 1/4 inch. I didn't bother to drill a hole because they're self-seating. I thought I was going to have to, but the first one went in pretty quick. Oh. Well, that's going to be good enough. Let me find a 1/4 inch wrench and I'll be right back. Okay. Well, I don't feel like this is going to be strong enough for what I want. And this one's already stripped. So what I'm going to do is later on, whenever I do the liners on the front fender, I will put 2 rib nuts in here and use different bolts. And I think with that I'm going to call it done. I didn't eat very much for lunch, so I am hungry. Let me pan out on this. Battery's getting real low, it's flashing at me. So I'm going to call this video done. I'm not going to bother filming the other side. I will try to do an overall whenever I get the other ones installed, but until then it's done. I'll do the other side tomorrow because I'm tired, I'm hungry, it's almost getting dark. Okay, you guys have a Merry Christmas. I don't know if you'll see this video before then or not, but Happy New Year. Stay safe from COVID. Alright, ciao. Okay, the fenders are on. I can't get a shot without the sun glaring. Sorry about the wind noise, guys, but I live in South Texas and it's windy as hell. If you're actually not trying to film, it actually goes fairly quick. One more little thing I need to do is to tie this light wire up, because I'm still looking for options to keep my signal. Probably try and do something like right in here. No way the tire's gonna get up that far, but I'm looking for options. And I also still need to put the liners inside the front. I'm not going to put them in the back, just the front, just to protect the bay a little bit. Okay guys, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks. Have a great day. Happy New Year too. Okay, I wanted to give you guys a final look at the fenders. I don't have front fender liners yet, but I will. I put them on order today. They should be here like January 7th or so. All 4 have been done. I'm not getting back liners. I'm just the front liners to protect the engine bay. A little bit crowded over here, but both sides are done, front and back. The fitment was really well. I need to find something, something I can use for a marker light, so I can take advantage of my marker. I definitely want to do that. Find something that fit like right inside here. No chance of the tire getting to it. Right now I've just got the things tied up so they're not in the way, but I want something to fit it right inside here, either right here on this flat surface or on this curved surface. Probably be easier to find one on the flat surface. Anyway, just want to give you all a heads up on that. Today's the 27th of December 2020, and the front fender liners are done. Front fender flares are done. Liners here in a couple of weeks. Tomorrow I'll start work on taking this front bumper off and fitting the new Barricade bumper to it. Wish me luck on that one. Thanks. Ciao.